gotten a lot of comments from men saying that they are not looking for a modern woman.
This is a question for men. What is it about the modern woman that rubs you the wrong way?
Modern US women are 90% trash, stay single kings, right? Like,
Men are avoiding modern women because it brings them peace over misery.
Okay, so if you don't like modern women, then what kind of women do you like? Dead ones?
I've been called a post-wall woman twice. The Urban Dictionary defines it as a woman who is past her fertility window.
I'm over the idea that women expire as they get older.
Your expiration date is when you become invisible to the world, then sorrow begins. Kindly subscribe to the channel, as it is our sole form of support. Thank you.
Once you hit 30, no offense.
No.
Why would a man go for a 30-year-old when he can have a fresh 21-year-old that men look at it as, oh, she's 30, which means she's older, she's been ran through, she's tarnished, she's hardened by all the relationships, so she's lost her femininity because she's masculine.
That's what I want to ask.
You know, men think about these type of things, and it's very unfortunate that women don't realize that until they hit 30. They want to be in their 20s and be like, oh yeah, I can fuck this guy, fuck that guy, but they don't realize you're ruining yourself. And then you're trying to find yourself, and by the time you're 30, you're like, where have all the good men gone? Not to you, because you ran through.
Yo.
Damn.
Are women still traditional today?
What does that mean?
Define traditional.
Pure, low body count, not going out a lot.
Women are not traditional. Women can do whatever the fuck they want.
Would you say that women still prefer a traditional type of man?
No.
You guys are okay with like protecting the man yourself, providing for the man yourself?
I mean, men are
kind of weak anyway, so I feel like women can do the job for themselves.
Okay, I understand you're saying you do want to, right? But the question is, do you prefer that?
I mean, you got me there. You got me there, sir.
They're girls. They learned everything they know about relationships from 15 seconds feminist toxic TikTok clips. They've no idea. I don't even bother dating anymore because this is women today. Obviously, it's not all women, but these women here are able to say these things because they're privileged. 90% of the industries that are keeping the world going are dominated by men. Why don't we see more women in those industries, since they think they can do everything? Why aren't they on the front lines? It's equality they wanted after all.
This is a question for men. What is it about the modern woman that rubs you the wrong way? And please refrain from giving me an answer that applied to how life was 50,000 years ago. Like today in 2023, what about the modern woman rubs you the wrong way? Because in my head, you need the modern woman in order to survive. That's your partner through these economic trials. That's your partner through the apocalypse. That's your partner when it comes to raising these kids. You need more of an equal versus someone that's submissive. What is wrong with being in a relationship with a modern woman? And what is wrong with you being a modern man with a modern woman?
They don't want modern women because modern women don't care about nobody but themselves. They're only looking to get something out of that man once they're dating. They abuse and use the nice guy to fund their lifestyle. They have unrealistic expectations. They're combative. They aren't feminine. They don't understand what partnership is. That's pretty much why the passport bros movement exists. Dating for a man in the West is just a bad deal altogether.
Men don't want to deal with combative women, especially the older that woman gets. If she's been a career woman or she's a boss babe, the more jaded she becomes.
I'm just sat here and I'm just like, why does nobody want me? Why am I not in a relationship?
I can't find a single reason why I'm not married yet.
I'd just like to clarify that I'm single by choice.
What up, TikTok? My name's Kristen. I am 30 and I am single.
I've been crying on and off for a little bit now, and I want to be a mom so bad. Like, I want to be pregnant so bad and grow a human, and I just want to take care of... I just want to be a mom so bad. And I just wish I could be one right now.
It comes in waves. Most of the time, I'm okay. And then it comes and hits me like nobody's business. And honestly, I've been feeling like this a lot lately. It's love. I'm tired. I'm tired of doing it myself. I'm tired of being alone. I want to share my life with someone. I am just freaking tired. I want to be in love. I want to share my life with someone. I want to feel the joys. I want to have my hands held. I want to be held. I want to kiss. I want to support. I want my person. Why is it so hard to find your person? You know, it's really hard when love is the one thing you can't force. You can't make it happen. Where is it? Where is it? I'm so ready. And I have a beautiful life waiting for the perfect man to show up. But where is he? I'm 53.
Damn.
And I just can't believe that I'm sitting here, and it has been several years. I think it was over a year that I had a date, and then it's been several years since then. Where are all the good men that are ready and want to build a beautiful life together? Where are you?
Oh, no, thank you, Grandma. I'm fine. Thank you, though.
She left them in the friend zone 30 years ago. Took her 53 years to finally realize the wall has been in front of her all this time. We are going to have a whole generation of these videos in 15, 20 years, asking the same questions. You want. Become the woman a man would want. Lost count at how many times she said the words, I want. Do the man a favor and don't find him, please. Think of it as loving him so much you don't want to make him miserable. Why is she so ready at 53 years old now? The men she's looking for was also ready in their 20s. What exactly was she doing? I really believe that these videos should be served as a warning for the younger generation. This is just the result of being a strong, independent woman for so long. Another thing that's hurting these women is the fact that they think they can find the perfect man. And that man just simply doesn't exist.
People need to start getting asked to be set up. It is truly, like we were saying before, like the most human thing.
So I made this bet with my boss like a couple years ago, and I've now added my best friend, her husband, and a couple other friends. But I feel like I'm just going to open it up to the general public because I'm good for it. So the bet/offer is if you introduce me to my husband and I marry him, I will give you $5,000. I don't have to stay married to him for long. I can get divorced in 20 years. It doesn't matter. But if you introduce me to a man that I walk down the aisle and get married to, I will give you $5,000. My DMs are open.
Okay, let's talk about this. So, I'm offering a $5,000 referral bonus to anyone who finds me a husband. Yes, the video you just saw, that is her. That is who the New York Post wrote about. So, here's my thing. This is what men keep telling us. We want to say that they're being mean and bashing women. When they tell us that you will hit the wall, once you enter your mid-30s, they are not lying.
This is a lawyer who is also a white blonde woman begging for a man. The wall is no joke. Mission: impossible. Women will never listen when they are young and beautiful because life is their oyster in their prime years. Strong, independent, don't need a man until I'm about to hit the wall. This woman should have thought about that when the nerd or guy with a 925 asked them out, and they friend-zoned them. Too late. Us good guys are busy. This is just hilarious. I don't know too many men that would be willing to step up and be a husband at this point. To be honest, I don't think this woman really care about the marriage. She probably just wants the ring because this is quite desperate.
How old are you?
21. 21.
What do you think happens when women turn 30?
When they turn 30? They become more well-rounded, they become more self-respecting, and they start to have a lot higher standards. The standards that they should have the entire time. They grow into themselves, and they start to meet people that are worthy of their time. They start getting Botox, usually. I already get that.
BBLs?
Hell yeah!
Boob jobs?
Hell yeah!
Plastic surgery?
Hell yeah! Can I interview you for a moment?
What's going on in your head?
Do you think there's anything wrong with getting Botox, BBLs, plastic surgery, the like?
No.
Okay, that was my only question.
The reason I don't understand the term modern woman is because, like, the way men are using it as if it's a bad thing. It's like, okay, so if you don't like modern women, then what kind of women do you like? Dead ones? Like, modern just means now. So the women that are alive, existing in the current, aren't we all technically modern women? I'm confused. And if you're going to criticize modern women, if you don't want modern women, what is the name of the kind of woman that you want? Old time women? You want to go back to the 50s and find a submissive wife? I'm just confused, right? So, like, are you making enough to support a non-modern woman? Because I know for a fact the same men who are like, modern women do this, modern women do that, are the ones who also want a woman to pay for her meal. So, to be honest with you, pick something. Pick something quickly, because you're teetering between a couple options. Pick one. Just pick something quickly.
Let's look at some of the ignorant comments from modern women. They want slaves, not women with free will. Modern equals a bitch that will slap you back. Exactly. They don't make enough money to have a stay-at-home wife. The name of the women that we want is a woman who doesn't use us and who respects herself before anything. And she is understanding. The opposite of modern women is traditional women. This might come as shock, but they actually still exist. They're just rather rare. They want women they can manipulate and submit to them. They don't like established, confident, successfully women, 'cause they're insecure. Well, to be honest with you, Madame, they have already picked something, and it's not modern women. They've chosen to fly around the world to find wives. Someone who reciprocates, someone who listens, and most importantly, someone who's there for the good times and bad times. Men are avoiding modern women because they only think about themselves. It's not because they're afraid of their success.
I'm over the idea that women expire as they get older. Why do men get to age like fine wine, but women expire? I'm just gonna get hotter as I get older. That's the plan for me. So in 10 years, I'll be exponentially hotter than I am now, and I have no expiration date.
I'm so worked up right now. I just got done with a walk with my girlfriend, and her boyfriend just broke up with her because of her age. He gave her no explanation, but said, look, you're turning 32 soon, and I know that's a undateable age, so I just don't want to waste your time anymore. Mind you, this man is 35 years old. Audacity these men have these days blows my mind. I am 31 years old, and my dating life has only gotten better. Ladies, do not be afraid of turning 30. It only gets better. You understand yourself more, and you know what you are looking for. And any measly man that is going to tell you that you are 32 and undateable is undateable. He is a walking red flag and probably has so many insecurities. Honestly, probably has a small dick. So, peace.
So when a woman says, I will only date a man who's this tall and makes this much money, it's okay. But when a guy has a preference, he's unstable. Before you criticize the audacity of men, why don't you look at what conditions women have for men in order to date them? When bad things happen to women, they become wounded. When bad things happen to men, we become wise. That's why we age better. Women have a bunch of criteria, and it's fine. Men have one criteria, and we are somehow evil for it. Men like younger women. Deal with it. There is plenty of good men out there, but women won't date 80% of men. They all want that top-tier man, but he's not interested in settling down. Of course, the shaming tactic. If women's dating life only get better as they age, why do they keep crying about men ignoring them? And I refuse to believe that her friend only got dumped just because of her age. There's more to the story than she's willing to share. This woman is talking about getting hotter, but got this botched plastic surgery done to her face. That, in itself, proves that these women are lying to themselves. Someone who keeps getting hotter doesn't need plastic surgery to be hot.
What is your plan B if nobody marries you?
Who are you talking to, the women or the men? I mean, who's this question for? Because the women are going to be just fine. It's the men I'm worried about. I mean, they're the one who started this whole marriage thing.
I swear for God is in heaven, it is only patriarchy that would give a 50-something, dad-bod pot-belly, borderline diabetic, with an onset case of ED and bad knees, the audacity to tell anyone that they have hit a wall.
Here's another mean comment about hitting the wall. I received an earlier comment about being a post-wall woman. According to the Urban Dictionary, a post-wall woman is a woman who's aged past her fertility window and is no longer attractive. It's as if she hit a wall. If you Google post-wall women, it also talks about women in their 30s who've hit the wall and they no longer can rely on their looks to get what they want, such as talking their way out of a speeding ticket, and they don't have men hitting on them as much. Being called a post-wall woman or hitting the wall doesn't bother me because I'm sure that this person is very superficial and this person is probably a lot younger. I think that older men have more to offer to older women and older women have more to offer to older men. I know that I have so much more to offer at 50 than I did when I was in my 20s. So there.
So I've posted a couple videos recently talking about modern women and what their standards are and what modern women are looking for. And I've gotten a lot of comments from men saying that they are not looking for a modern woman. They want a traditional woman and that there aren't enough of them out there. So that had me thinking, like, well, what is the difference between a modern woman and a traditional woman? I wrote some notes here to distinguish the difference. A modern woman is someone who's independent. She has a full-time career. She prioritizes career and education over family and children. She is strong and wants to be taken seriously. And you'll probably hear her say things like, I don't need no man to support me and never depend on a man. A traditional woman is someone who focuses on family and children. She cooks and she cleans. She knows how to take care of her man mentally, emotionally, and physically. She's graceful and nurturing and, I'm gonna say it, submissive. So, for all the modern women out there, I hear all the time that they want a traditional man, but it's sounding to me like traditional men don't actually want modern women. And I can't tell you how many times I hear women say they don't cook, they don't clean, but yet they want a man to pay all their bills. So I'm just curious, women, do you consider yourself modern or traditional? And what kind of man are you actually looking for? And for men, what are the qualities that you're looking for in a woman if it's not a modern woman?
Whenever these modern women think of submission, they think of slavery. Whenever these women don't take accountability, they run away or try to gaslight you. Now, why would a man want to deal with such a headache? The men are so simple, it's difficult for them to understand. Men don't ask for much. The same thing that they're bringing is what they're asking for. Especially respect, because respect to a man is love.